Well, hello again. You've caught me now on the side of Ullswater in the Lake District, and I've come over here. It's mid-morning, it's Wednesday. It was drizzling and raining earlier, and for those of you who watched the last video you'll have seen that when I was over at Buttermere and in, where was it, Upper Borrowdale Valley. But I've brought the car over to Ullswater now, and what I'm hoping to do is get a shot here. And these are less than perfect conditions. It's slightly cloudy. I'll spin you around and let you have a look. So in the distance there's a bright patch in the sky, but it's only lighting up one tiny bit of mountainside in the far distance and hasn't come round here to light up anything closer. So very much my challenge is, what can I take photographs of here, come away with something that's actually a half decent image? And I'm not sure is the simple answer to that. The weather is breaking up, so I suspect there'll be much more sun in the near future. Behind you guys over there I can see sun just starting to peep out between the clouds, lighting up the tops of some mountains in the distance. So as that's obviously changed while I've been here and it's improving, I'll probably wait a little while, but in the meantime I'm just going to scout along the edge of the lake here and look for some inspiration, because I don't have much at the moment, I must admit. Yep, very bright spots in the sky compared to very dark mountains. High dynamic range, going to be a problem to produce images from that which are engaging, shall we say. So let's see how we get on. Well, the weather's not playing the game today at all. The cloud has come in thicker, the patches of sunlight have become smaller, if not at all in some cases, gone behind the clouds again. And I've decided to take this picture, and the reason is, I think it's quite a nice composition. It's nothing stunning, but I think there's potential there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here at the edge of the lake here, I've got this large green boulder and a smaller one just to the side of it. And then just beyond that we've got this tree arching over, as you can see, arching over the lake, and then a series of smaller boulders disappearing off into the lake, almost forming a curve. And I'm hoping that that will make quite a nice image. And I'm a little bit wary of this shot because it's not quite, as he says, trying to frame the picture. On the back of the camera it looks quite nice. I'm looking around because at any moment people can appear. I don't like talking to camera with people around. They don't know if you're talking to them half the time. Anyway, let me spin you around, you can have a look at the shot that I'm framing. So on the back of the camera I've got the two boulders in the foreground, I've got the edge of the lake coming in here, the gravel, and then I've got this tree arching over, and I've got the stripies on because I've actually brightened it so you can see it. I'll turn it down before I take the shot. And then in the centre here we've got this piece of land coming out into the loch or lake further along, about maybe a mile in the distance. So let me turn the blinkies off by, we need about F13 for this, and we'll turn off the highlight warnings. And I think that's quite nicely framed, the grouping of rocks here, the rocks going off and then this tree arching as if it's sort of holding the picture together, arching over in the branch here. So 1/50th of a second F13 focused on the top of the nearest rock. Let's take that shot. There we go. That's another one in the bag. Well, as I say, that's not a stunning picture in its own right. It's an interesting picture to have. I'm going to look around. I think there are more shots potentially to be had here. There's a particularly fine tree just behind where you guys are at the moment. There's a little stream coming down leading to the beach here. Let me spin you around. So you see this tree that's virtually fallen over. In fact, I think it has. I think it's leaning on one of the trees up here on the right. All the roots have slowly been eroded away, or the soil from between the roots, and it's just come this way. But around it are a large number of daffodils. I think that's quite an interesting shot. I'm going to set the camera up and try and take that. And if I like it, I'll put it up next. And if I don't like it, you won't see it again. So that's a little outing down by the seaside. It really is very pleasant here, and there's patches of blue sky happening above the mountains there, so we could have some sun. As I say, we could have some sun, so I might just hang around here for another 20 minutes to 30 minutes or so, just to see what happens when that light starts hitting the mountains. It might make a big difference. Suddenly things might all come to life, and it might make it all worthwhile.